Give me a second. I had to reinstall NVIDIA Broadcast. Because I got a new... Oh god. I got a new graphics card, and I had to reinstall NVIDIA Broadcast. I did not buy the graphics card. Work bought me the graphics card. Because they were like, you need a new graphics card. And I was like, I don't. But they were like, yeah, you do. And they bought a 5070, an NVIDIA RTX 5070, and then I had to install it. And it's got this dumb little stand, and it's way too big. Here we are. And yeah, they made me... I had to reinstall NVIDIA Broadcast because... Yes, that's what you have to do. I'll be honest, I haven't gotten a new graphics card in a very long time, so... I felt like I haven't needed one. Okay. So we're in the drawing program, Clip Studio. And now I need to figure out what I am actually doing today. Because I spent the entire pre-stream countdown figuring out what I was actually what was going on with my NVIDIA Broadcast, and now I need to actually fucking figure out what I'm gonna draw. Wow, I'm great. Hello, welcome back everybody to the stream. I have been away for a little while because I needed to just recover from the convention that I went to, Furdu. I don't know really what happened. I think I got some kind of flu, maybe. But it also just feels like I just kind of burned out. What does the fur do? I wish I knew. I wish I knew. See, I really don't. I don't know. I just don't know. Let me just go to my form, because I think I want to do some Patreon stuff today. Otherwise I'm gonna... Oh great, only 3 people have submitted for April. That's just great. Okay then. Hey Lapis. It's been a hot minute since I've streamed, so I'm currently figuring out how to put myself in the streaming mindset again. Oh great, I got someone trying to be a little tease with a little spam. That's cool. Try pay tree off. Pay tree off? Yeah, no, I agree. Let's just delete that message. There we go. Alright. This is what I need to do. I need to go to Uform, and I need to click on one of these, and I need to be like, this is the one I'm going to do today. Have I done... I can't remember if I've done any... I can't remember if I've done any April ones for my Patreon. I'm gonna have to look at my Discord. I needed to open Discord this whole time and I hadn't yet. Let's go to my Patreon chat. No, yeah, I haven't done any April Patreon thing. Did an at everyone instead of an at. God. Isn't this a riveting stream that I'm doing so far? Just absolutely fantastic. No, I should have made the countdown probably 10 minutes so that I had time to do all of this bit. But coming back from my my little sabbatical, I guess I've forgotten how to do everything, even though it's only been like 2 or 3 weeks since I did a stream. Like 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks, and yeah, it's been like 2 weeks. I've just completely forgotten how to do anything. Right. See, there we go. Now I've published that to my Discord, and I'm going to publish it in other places once I actually start figuring out what I want to draw. What you doing? That's a great question. I think instead of doing anything from the Patreon, because obviously I have 3 submissions in there, but 2 of them are not safe for work, and I kind of want to wait just a hot minute. Maybe there is one that I can do. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just going to, like, I've got a bunch of I've got 3 submissions. Okay. I figured it out. I'm gonna go get my phone, and then I'm gonna go to my ideas, and then I'm gonna draw one of those, and then I'll actually have it figured out. Yeah, I'll start with I'll start with a warm-up sketch. Why is it green? Why is it, everything's wrong, everything's wrong? Okay. There we go. That's on, yep. I get phone. Better idea, pause for pause. You know what? That's a great idea. Let's start with that. Why didn't I get the sound effect for that? That's so annoying. Such a good idea. Also, my music is not shuffled. It's just going in order again. Shuffle. Oh, nice. Moody's shuffle. This one. 30 was nice. I had a good time at the con. I don't really know what else to say. Like, it was just a good time. I did go to an artist called there was an artist alley there. I was pretty inspired by an artist called Transcendent Fiction Publishing, TF Publishing, which I think is a really cute name. He's done a lot of publishing of furry books and comics, and has a couple of TF books in there. Made me really want to write again. Again, at some point I really do want to work on a comic or a book or something, but I can't. It's very hard for me to come up with a story that's interesting to me, let alone would be interesting to other people. I don't know. Plus, obviously, it would take time to actually make it, and time that I honestly don't have. But I don't know. Maybe I'll have it after I finish working on this episode of Down the Rabbit Hole. The episode before mine came out the other day, which has freaked me out a little because I'm like, oh, yep, gotta keep working on mine because it's coming up. Hopefully I will get it done before the deadline. I'm pretty confident that I will, but this sickness really fucked me up. So, and the con and the sickness really, it took like 2 weeks away from me, which is like, oh my god, so much time I could have been doing other stuff, and I feel like I'm just like. Where in the queue do you currently reside? For my commissions, I mean, it's always on my Fur Affinity page. If you just go to my page on Fur Affinity, you'll see it. You are third in the queue. There's 2 before you. God, I'm gonna get distracted looking at my notifications in Fur Affinity now. There's so many. There's just so many! Okay. I'm going to... Oh yeah, I did also have a booth with Yap, Mudasheep, who was there. And we sold some of his I guess, like vials of TF serum, and then also lanyards and stickers, and that was pretty cool. He's convinced me, and I've wanted to do it anyway, but I'm gonna try and make some stuff to sell for next year. I have plans for stuff that I've wanted to sell at a booth forever, and possibly stickers to sell online or something. I don't know if anyone would buy them. But I've got to make time to actually make that art. I don't know, people might be interested in it, I don't know. I don't want to spoil anything until I've actually made it. Here we go, Paw. That's like the most detailed one I've done in a very long time. Let's just save this. Here we go. Save as. The good Paw, thank you. I appreciate that. It's gone now. It is gone now. One you'd get under? Yeah, look, cool. Okay. I'm gonna go get my phone now and actually figure out what I'm gonna draw. I'll be back in like 10, 15, 20 seconds-ish. I don't know. I'll be back in a little bit. Whoops, I almost hit stop streaming. That would have been a bad idea. Let's go to the BRB page and then I'll come right back. Thea was gone for mere seconds. Mere seconds. I had to walk into the other room and grab my phone, pick it up, heft it over here, go, ugh, man, okay, my phone, it's here. I'm just saying things so that I can procrastinate and get my to-do list up. Okay. Okay, I know what I want to do. Okay, so there was a people are not gonna like this one. I don't care. I'm just gonna go down to 0 viewers when I start drawing this. There is a talking flower toy that Tim Tam gave me at Furdu, and it is really fucking annoying. It is like a little alarm that also acts as a I guess an interactive toy of a sort. You can press the button on the front of it and it'll just kind of say things, but it's like kind of random quips. It's like nothing to do with Mario. I think there's one Mario thing that's like, Bowser's minions can't get us here, can they? But then everything else is like, I think I have like a list somewhere of things that it said that I just kept like texting people because it was so weird. But this is a flower, and there was one where it's like, we look pretty alike, don't we? And then Tim Tam was like, someone should make a TF out of that, and then I wrote it down in my phone because I needed to remember that was something that I wanted to do. Also, I forgot to say that I was streaming on my Blue Sky, and I really need to do that right now. Just real quick. I know, I spent 30 minutes fucking stalling because I haven't been able to get everything set up. I really need a better way of setting my stream up that is like, I don't know, more efficient. So something that I can just click a button and then it sends out all the notifications and it opens all the apps and it brings my list of ideas up or something. I don't know. Alright. Yeah, anyway, as I said, people are probably going to hate this one because it's not lizards, it's not paws. But it is TF and it is something that I want to draw because I think it's going to be funny. I like interesting. I like unique. I am going to trace this guy, because there's no fucking way I'm this guy. But I will do the actual TF. But yeah, that's great, kind of. Yeah, really getting it good there. How long it's been since I've traced anything? I used to, back when I started drawing, and I've told this story a couple of times, but I'm going to tell it again. Back when I started drawing, like properly, like when I got into it and I was like, okay, I'm really going to try and improve myself. And because I was a horny little guy, I always used to get up TFs that I thought were really good. Trace them to see how they were done, and to just try and live in the art. Main reason I really enjoyed tracing art when I was younger, and I never posted it. I've just got a bunch of traces in my book, in one of my sketchbooks that has never gone online because that would be weird. It's because I really just enjoyed like existing in the fantasy of the art, and tracing was one of the ways that I was able to appreciate how the art was put together. I'm not saying that you should trace and post art, that is not what I'm saying. What I am saying is that when I traced art, I really felt connected to the artist for just a little minute. It was a unique feeling that I don't really get out of just looking at a piece of visual art, or out of, you know, art is in many different forms. You have music, you have video games, you have visual art. There is a feeling that I get out of playing a video game or out of listening to a piece of music, but it's not quite anything like tracing another artist's work to really feel the impact of their lines and their contours, etc. I feel like I'm not making any sense. I don't know. Kind of hard to explain it, honestly, but it's a really good feeling. This is gonna look cursed as shit. That's fine. I'm okay with tracing this one, because not only is this not this part of the art is not a focus, and I will be drawing the focus from scratch, but also this is a free piece of art that nobody is paying for, and that is a meme. And you know me, I like making high quality memes. Just something I have fun doing. I did like a if you watched the Quakey anniversary stream that I was on, the Quakey birthday stream that I was on a couple of weeks ago, then you will have seen I did a coin coffer TF as well, and I really kind of want to go back to that one and finish it. So if I get time today, although I probably won't, this will probably take me the entire morning. But if theoretically I had more time, then I would also finish up the coin coffer TF and just do a double feature of Mario and Mushroom Kingdom TFs. What is this? Oh, furnace observation room. This is crazy, dude. This song is wild. I feel like I haven't heard this one before. Alright. Now to do this stupid pot. So many straight, slightly curved lines, which are like my least favorite kind of line because they're so hard for me to draw. I'm so... like, my art style is so many like straight, hard-edged contours that these curved, sort of smooth lines are pretty difficult for me. All right. I felt weirdly... felt weirdly lonely when I was sick these last couple of days, which is not something that I usually feel. Like, I'm usually pretty okay at being by myself for a long amount of time. Like, I work from home on my own. My cat is here, yes, but she like sleeps 90% of the day. But when I was sick, those couple of days when I wasn't working, and I was just like forcing myself to not do anything because otherwise I knew I would like make myself feel worse, and I really wanted to fucking work. And I was just kind of sitting with my thoughts. It was like, oh my god, I haven't done this in a long time. It made me wonder if I needed to take more time to myself, which I probably do. Yesterday in particular was just like, I was so... my brain was so like starved for stimulation that I ended up just falling asleep halfway through the day because I was like, there's like nothing that I am so exhausted from just sitting here and doing nothing. And I know that sounds like a fucking dream for some people. For me, doing nothing is like the equivalent of being given like a stack of like 30 deliverables at work and being given like an hour to do them. It freaks me out, and I feel like overwhelmed when I'm trying to make my brain do nothing. It's very easy to find things to do in this world, in life, but when you actively take time to do nothing, it's just, or when I do it, it freaks me the fuck out. And then I just got this feeling of, oh no, it's a very lonely thing. And then I realized, like, I don't really have anyone to reach out to when I'm alone. I just kind of, because I spend so much time working, I haven't really cultivated friendships like that, where I can just kind of reach out and they'll hang out with me. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, like 99% of the time, because yes, I do work all the time. But in those moments where there is nothing to do is kind of daunting. So I ended up yesterday just falling asleep for like the entire day. I was just sleeping. I slept through all of the daylight yesterday. And it kind of freaked me out a little bit because when I went to bed at like 12, like midday. And I was like, I'm just gonna lie down. And then I didn't mean to actually fall asleep properly. I was just gonna nap. Or like doze, I guess, and not purposely try and fall asleep. But then I like woke up and it was dark and I'm like, oh, I was so disoriented. I was like, where am I? Like, is it like the morning? Is it the afternoon? It took me a couple of seconds to realize that the entire day had passed. Alright. That's that little shithead. Now we can get to work on the main event. I don't like that. Too big. I need to do better human proportions. I want to have him like leaning over, kind of looking at himself. This maybe. Don't want to make the neck too long. Yeah, something like that, but not that bad. Not shit like that. I just reached my phone trying to get a drink. Wow. Okay. Let's put this in here. Let's put this in here. Sorry, I'm just taking a second to send some more notifications out for my stream. There we go. Because I've started drawing now, so I want to make sure that I'm actually like advertising myself. Blow my nose too. I'm still not fully unsick. I'm still a little bit sick. Just the smallest, teeniest, littlest bit amount sick still. I did get a migraine on Thursday last week. That was probably when I felt the worst. But I'm doing better now, and hopefully I continue to improve. There's like dust all over my fucking drawing tablet because I left it for a week. There we go. Oh, I want his like ass to be like up in the air. That'd be kind of funny. I am gonna change his size once I figure out what direction this guy is going in. That leg is too short. Let's just make it fucking long. What is the... That's right. Wow, this looks bad. Holy shit. Dude, how did I even draw again? Oh my god. I think it'd be kind of funny to have this guy taking up like a huge part of the screen. Be like kind of pushing the edges. There we go. I think I've got this horrific figure down. There's this phase that I sometimes get into when I'm drawing where I'm like, I don't know if anything that I'm doing right now is any good, so I'm just gonna kind of work on it until it turns into something that might be usable. God, I've got such a fucking femboy look going on right now with this guy. Holy shit. That ass. It's okay. I'm losing all my hair, losing all my hair, I'm losing all my hair because a man provides. I'm standing on a chair, standing on a chair, I'm standing on a chair because I earn my life. I earn my life, I earn my life. I learned it from my father and I tell it to my wife. Torso's too long. I do that so often. I always make such long torsos with these guys. While you're asleep, I'm terrified. While you're asleep, I'm terrified. I see the end before my eyes. I see the end. Oh, I do need a guide there. Second. A marker on a grave. Marker on a grave. Marker on a grave. And I know I'm the one who died. And underneath the name. Underneath the name. Underneath my name it says he earned his life. I earned my life. I earned my life. I learned it from my father and my father never lied. Jesus Christ, better learn how to forage. Utilities and mortgage are all that will survive. Huh. Yeah. I wish my life was on a graph. So sure. I'm gonna try and draw the clothes a little earlier than I usually do in the drawing process with this one. Because I feel like when I draw them a little too late, then sometimes I don't get the chance to fit them into the drawing very well. Sometimes I feel like they look like a bit of an afterthought. Ah! If you press the, this is a thing that I used to do with Photoshop, where I would press the, like, hotkey for the paintbrush, like, multiple times, even when I already had it selected, and that was fine when I was using Photoshop, but now that I'm using Clip Studio, like, if you press the hotkey more than once, it will switch what kind of... Like, you can have multiple brushes in your selection at once, and I think... I don't know if that's something you can turn off. I've never actually looked into it, so maybe it is, and maybe all of this is for nothing. But if I press V twice, then it brings me to this, and if I press it more than twice, then I get into all sorts of weird settings. How am I gonna do this? Oh man. I don't even know. Might take me a couple of iterations. I have no idea how I'm gonna make this fucking human face into this flower. I don't know. Oh man, okay. Yeah, this cursed fucking music fits what I'm doing exactly. This is great. I'm thinking maybe I should do like a lead up so that this doesn't look as weird and fucking cursed. No, I like it. Beautiful. Absolutely spectacular. Bro, this shit's absolute cinema. Okay. Great. There we go. Let us make the height a little bit higher. And then move this down a bit because it didn't change it for some reason. Yeah, I want to make this as cursed as possible now. I don't even care anymore. One of my favorite things to do in high school was to make body horror stuff in my, like, just body horror art in my school journal. And I really miss doing that. It's something that I've wanted to get back into doing for ages. So I'm just gonna fucking... just gonna do it. It's one of the reasons I like TF so much. And I feel like not enough people delve into the body horror aspect of it. There's a lot of people that do Bara, which is body horror to me. But it's not body horror that I like. What I do like is this sort of thing. Like a Resident Evil style monster tier. Hello, hello. Thank you very much, Calypso, for following me. I really appreciate it. I hope you're having a good day. Welcome to the stream. We're doing a Resident Evil style little body horror TF of a flower creature from Mario, because the flower toy that somebody bought me, and it was very cursed. It still is, and I've been hearing it talk from my bedroom. Like, it's sitting in my bedroom right now, and I'm hearing it chatter away. I might take the batteries out, honestly. And one of its lines is, "We look pretty alike, don't we?" So, I'm making it happen.
So listen to me. When life is not so nice, remember this advice. Put a drop of vanilla behind each ear and you'll smell like a cookie all day. Yes, you'll smell like a cookie all day.
This arm is a little too high up. That's not really where the shoulder is. Let me just move this down a bit. Let's do that. This looks a bit better. It does kind of look like he's dislocated himself a little bit. That's okay. Doesn't really matter. It's body horror, you can do whatever you want. It's TF, you can do whatever you want. One of the reasons I like drawing it so much, because I don't really have to worry about getting anything right. Thank you for following. I hope you're having a lovely day. I know that for some people it's getting pretty late. I hope that the nighttime is going well for you. I know for some people like me, it's only 9 AM. And I hope you're having a good breakfast. Or not. Or you're just having a good morning in general. I don't know. I don't eat breakfast. Who's to say anyone else does? Why is it playing a bunch of fucking Neil Cicierega stuff? It's just after midnight? Why are you watching me? You should go to bed. You don't have to watch me. I appreciate it. What is bedtime? I went to bed at midnight last night. Oh, you stay up all night for work. Oof. I mean, at least it's quiet, I guess, hopefully. I can see myself doing night shifts. If I was able to stream all the time and it was my only job, then I would probably... I don't know what I'd do. I'd probably stream at a couple of different times. But one of them would definitely be late at night for me, so that I could do it during the day. Maybe at like 2 AM. Stream until 4 AM. My time. I don't know. I'd have to like look up what the ideal time for most of the West to be awake would be. And then I would stream for the West, and then I would stream for Australia. And possibly the East. I don't know if anyone from the East actually watches this, except for people from Australia. That'd be cool, but I don't know. And then hopefully it catches a lot of people in the middle. It's not really something that I put too much thought into, considering I can only stream... I can only really stream for one time in my day anyway, which is before work. If I stream after work, then nobody's awake in Australia or in the US. So, I mean, people in Australia might catch me after work, maybe in the afternoon at like 4, but that's not after work for me. That's after their work, it's not after my work. My work finishes at like 7 PM. So most people are going to fucking bed. These people my age. Man, I'm laughing a lot today. I don't know what's up with me. Busy in the way that helps time go fast? Oh, that's good. I'm surprised that you're able to catch the stream then. Okay, let's get this horrific face. All... I was gonna say haired up. I don't really know what that means. Let's prepare the body for hair. Let's prepare the body. I'm rambling. You know what I need? I need some painkillers because I still have a bit of a headache. Perfect. Look at that very average hair. I like it. The first day back at work is so tiring. I get that. See, if I was just drawing, I would not care in the world. Like, I would not have a care in the world. Because this stuff is not tiring for me. I could do this literally all day and have a great time. I would stream for fucking 8 hours probably. Although the talking part is quite difficult, I will say. It is very difficult to talk and stream for that long. Because I'm not usually much of a talkative person. But I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to be more entertaining, I should say, on the stream. It's not a bad thing to be quiet, but I would like to be entertaining, so I'm trying to talk more often. Because I feel like there's a lot of entertaining things that I could talk about. It's just that I haven't trained myself to engage in that pattern of recognizing something interesting from life that I can talk about and then talking about it, and also interacting and you know, if there's nothing going on, figuring something out myself. Okay, so there's that face, and then I'm probably going to do 2 more. Let's actually make some proper borders for this. Also, after I make these borders, real quick, I'm gonna go and have some Panadol, some fucking painkillers, because I have a bit of a headache. Be back. And I'll also get myself another drink. I have forgotten to save this up until now, so I'm going to save it. That's probably a good idea. Let's go to here, and here, and here, and here, and here. MK flower tier. There we go. Alright. There we go. I'll be right back. Again. I almost stopped the fucking stream again. Why am I doing that? Let's go to the BRB screen. Thank you.
There lived a merchant in the days of old, who is remembered for the things he sold. No silly trinkets, silver, bronze, or gold. So I'm told, so I'm told. He made a most delicious pumpkin pie, which he presented to the passers-by. Before the sunset, he'd be all but dry. Folks would buy the whole supply. He lived alone, and every night he sat upon a throne of pumpkin pie. I do not know his name, never say his name. He never wanted all the fame that came with pumpkin pie. Before you knew it, he was in full swing. His pumpkin pies became the next big thing. Soon he was called upon to feed the king, and they'd sing, feed the king. The pie of pumpkin filled the king with glee. He offered a castle for the recipe, but the merchant wouldn't even give it up for free. No, not he, no, not he. Hey, he lived alone, and every night he sat upon a throne of pumpkin pie. I do not know his name, never say his name. He never wanted all the fame that came with pumpkin pie. The king was angry and he came unwound. He called his men and soon the merchant found himself in a torture chamber underground. Tied and bound, he sighed and frowned. And so they tortured him for night and day. They made him scream so much his hair turned gray. But as for the recipe, he would not say. They could not flay his pride away. He lived alone, and every night he sat upon a throne of pumpkin pie. I do not know his name, never say his name. He never wanted all the pain that came with pumpkin pie. rock, paper, scissors for me. But wait, are we not civilized gentlemen here? I challenge you to a battle of knives. Knife fight, you're gonna fight for your life. Knife fight, you're gonna fight with a knife. Knife fight, a really, really, really sharp knife. Yeah, knife fight. I'm a crazy son of a bitch. I'ma cut you. Swish, swish in a knife fight. Knife fight, knife fight, knife fight. Let me tell you something, I can't be beat.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, cause I'm the king of the street.
Well, guess what, man? I'll pin you to the wall.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, your knife is way too small.
Hey, my knife is super sharp and that's what counts. I'm gonna make you bleed copious amounts.
Yeah, well, I'll be sure to thank you right after I shank you.
Punk.
Dweeb!
Knife fight, you're gonna fight for your life. Knife fight, you're gonna fight with a knife.
I'm back again.
Oh, really, really,
I've had my
really, really
painkillers.
sharp knife.
My pain is killed. Well, it will be.
Crazy son
I've murdered my pain.
of a cut you. Swish, swish.
Alright, let's make the brush size 10 on this instead of 40, so it's crazy. Ah! Oh, gotta fucking... Come on.
I'm gonna slice you up.
I'm gonna cut you down.
I'll put you in your place.
I'll put you underground.
This is the end for you, you gutter crawling cur.
I'm gonna tip
Okay,
for
these
you.
are too
Get
big.
the point?
Yeah,
So
sure.
what I can
Time
do
to face the
is...
music.
Time to face the facts.
Time to bite the bullet.
Oh, that's already rasterized, actually. Have I set it to, like, auto-rasterize? I must have.
Rage.
You ready, sucker?
Born ready. Engage.
That's fine.
Knife. Fight. Cut. Stab.
I'm not gonna lie, this song sounds like it's from Repo, the Genetic Opera.
Ow.
This is wild right now. Knife fight?
Knife.
Great.
Hey, wait a minute here.
The Talking
what
Flower?
is it?
Yeah!
Knives are dangerous. We could get hurt.
Look, any idea that
I don't want
pops
it.
up around me, I'm writing it down.
Okay, well, in that case,
I think you were the one who
challenge
suggested it.
you to a tickle fight. Tickle fight. It's a tickle fight.
Meowdy!
Bring
Hey
your
Isle,
knife
welcome.
to a
Welcome to the
tickle
stream. I'm
fight.
doing another
Just
cursed
bring your
TF today.
fingers, bring it together, and everyone can see it together. Tickle fight.
Ignore me, ignore me.
La-di-da-dum-dum,
Still a little bit sick.
tickle fight. Tickle fight.
My best
Whoopie-doo-zig-zag,
to just
tickle
kind of deal with it.
fight. Ding-dong, doodly-knick-knack, doodly-dee-bop-bop.
Thank you. Hope you feel better soon. Me too. It's been pretty bad. Like the actual sickness has been fine. It's just been I've been getting fucking migraines with it, and it sucks. I haven't been drinking enough water. I am prone to migraines. My dad gets them too. Unfortunately. You still got a cough? Yeah. Real. That's what you get for going to a convention. That's what we both get for going to a convention. That's the toll that we pay. Better than last year? Yeah, worth it? Yeah. No, I agree. Absolutely worth it. We were able to we booked a couple of days around the convention so that we were able to stay, like, hanging out extra time, and it was absolutely worth it. We had a very fun time. Morning, Kynic. I hope you're on the tail end of your sickness. I hope so too. I think I am. I've got this great little headache that's going on that's like coming from the left side of my mouth and going up the side of my head, and I'm pretty sure it's from my sinuses getting backed up. So I've been trying my best to blow my nose as often as possible. But, you know, if it persists, I'll go to the doctor. No, I don't want to. Just want to get better. Hey, bruh. Welcome to the stream. I'm drawing the best, fucking, most awesome TF right now. Everyone's gonna love it. No one's gonna comment on it saying, wow, this is weird and creepy. Get this right, come on. There we go. That's what I want. Nice, nice. I hope you've been doing well. I know it's been a couple of weeks since the last stream. Hope everyone's having a good day. Hope no one's feeling sick like I am. I mean, I'm not feeling too bad. I'm just kind of recovering. My sinuses are still a little bit backed up, and I'm still getting a little teeny tiny little headache. Feels like it's coming from my teeth, even though my teeth are fine. It's really great. I hope you've been having a good time in general. Dude, these things are so fucking hard to draw when I don't have like a direct trace. I just, for you guys who weren't here earlier, I just traced the other flower. I literally just took a picture of it and traced it. But now I'm actually fucking having to work with this one, and it's all of a sudden very difficult. This is not an easy design to turn into a TF. I think I'm getting it. I think I'm getting the hang of it. Oh, this is horrible. This is so cursed. Alright. Now to do another hard one. I think this was the hardest. But I think I'm I just wanted to show he's beginning to believe. Just wanted to show progression with this one. I have a little bit of extra time. Ah. I want to make it look like the top of his lip is merging with his fucking face. And then have the bottom kind of be more pronounced. Turn it into a bit of a heart shape, which will be cursed. I like it. No, it needs to be more. It needs to be further. It needs to be further. I like this. I like this. What quote will you pick for him to say? Well, the flower's gonna say, "We sure look alike, don't we?" Or whatever, like that one quote is. And then he's gonna be panicking and saying, "No, we don't." And then he'll say, "Oh, actually, yeah, we do," or like something like that. It's flowering time. All right. It's morbid time. Sonic the Flower. Perfect. Yeah. Boy, I sure wonder what that was all about. Oh god. Yeah, that's a good one. I like that. That would be like a second part where it was like it's like post here. Bro literally can't close his mouth. This is the cursed shit I'm looking for. Go. I love this. Very, very similar to what I used to draw in my books in high school. I missed doing stuff like this. Bro has a mouth and isn't screaming? Yeah, dude. I have a mouth and I can't scream. That should be what that should be what this drawing is called. Just like way out of left field. This fucking Mushroom Kingdom TF is called I Have a Mouth and I Can't Scream. Fucking like going way too hard for the title. Fucked, yeah.
Everywhere I look, I always see people who are crazier than me. Gadzooks, gadzooks, you're all such crazy kooks. A bunch of flaky flukes. You're giving me the spooks. Everyone's gone funny in the head. I went outside and this is what I said. I said, egad, egad, I think you've all gone mad.
Let's move this mouth down a little bit because it makes more sense for it to not have
It's really
migrated
kind of sad.
as far up.
How can people so
Yeah.
bizarre exist? They should go
TF into something with a massive mouth and can't scream? Yeah.
by Jove.
Alternative where AM turns the last survivor guy into one massive mouth? What is AM?
And on the streets you rove is something that I love.
Alright. This is beautiful. I really, really like how this has turned out so far. I'm gonna move these borders around just a little bit. I'm gonna move this one. Actually, I'm gonna combine them with the line art layer real quick. With the sketch layer. Oh, am I? No, I'm not. Not yet. I'm just gonna do this. Move this one. They're not combined. But I always forget that I can manipulate both layers at once. Yeah.
Okay, this is getting silicers. Odds bodkins. Odds bodkins.
And then I'm gonna take this one,
Don't know what that means.
move it back, twist it slightly,
You're all
this
such
one again.
crazy, kooky
Gonna move it this way.
kooks.
I am actually gonna increase the width just a bit because it is a little bit cramped. I just don't want it to be too big. There we go. Good, good, good. I will actually increase it a little more. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Width to 900, maybe? Yeah, that seems. That dang flower. The evil robot from I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. Oh my god, that would be terrifying. If the flower was the evil robot. Alright. Now, I turn this sketch into lines. Proper lines. Do it the way AM was the AM was the evil robot. I didn't realize it had a dang name. I've also read that entire story. I just forgot the robot's name. I want to do proper line. I've gone like back from my like sculpting method back to like just lining. I don't know why I've like changed back. Feels better. Be a little bit looser with it. Oh, I tried to watch the that movie Goat last night. Like I tried to watch it a couple of weeks ago, and then I was like, this is about sports, I'm not interested. Then I tried to watch it again last night, and I also couldn't get into it. Just the music choices and the like the sports theme and the I don't know, I guess Gen Alpha target audience. Feels like it's just not for me. I don't know. I really tried to get into it. Also, some of the designs are really ugly. The movie about Steph Curry's persona? I don't know who Steph Curry is, I'm sorry. If it's a sports thing, then I know even less. The basketball guy the movie is based on, I didn't even know it was based on a real person. There's like there's a couple of designs in that movie that are really fucked. Like really ugly. Like the fucking horse with the dreadlocks. Oh my god, what an ugly ass design. Holy shit. Some of them are great. Some of them are fine. But some of them are just fucked up. Yeah, but again, I turned it off. I just couldn't get into it. I might try and watch the rest later, but the Black Cat Lady was hot. I guess if you're into that. I liked the lizard. That was cool. But I'm pretty picky when it comes to this stuff. We also watched Hoppers on the holiday that we went on while at Purdue. I liked that better. I wish the lizard was in it more. But I did not like the message of like, I don't know, there was like an environmentalism message, but then it ended with like, oh, just talk to your local MP and they'll fix it. Just make sure to have an open dialogue with them and make sure that they understand what the risks are, and then they'll fix it. And it's like, I don't know about that. One out of 10 needs more lizard. Yeah, Hoppers was not nearly as bad as I thought. Yeah, Hoppers, actually, it's weird. I thought Goat would be really good, and I don't like it. And I thought Hoppers would be mid, and it's actually okay. It's like a little better than mid. Just talk to the animals, it's that easy. Yeah, exactly. They also didn't show, like, whole, I don't know, maybe spoilers a little bit, but the whole premise of the movie is like there's going to be a highway built through this like oasis where all these animals hang out. And the message of the movie is like, or like the whole conceit is like, we got to stop this highway from being built. And then at the end of the movie, the like Parliament fucking mayor guy who's trying to build the highway and the main character, like sorted out, but they never actually show how they sorted it out. They're just like, yeah, we fixed the issue, don't worry about it. And it's like, well, how though? And I was really put off by that. They build around it or some shit, I guess. The fact that they don't even show that is like, I don't know what to think about that. And also, like, that would not happen in real life, like for real. You can't just replan an entire, like, multi-million-dollar infrastructure work, especially when it's in the building phase. Like, it's the last piece of the highway that they have to build. The amount of, like, money and goodwill you would need from like your fucking investors would be or just like, and your investors I guess would be the taxpayers in this case because it's a government work, but you would not be able to fucking do that. And I should know because I work in that sector. These things take decades to plan, and you can't just change them last minute because it needs to go through literally hundreds of people. Like if you're building a highway like that, it has to go through the fucking... it has to go through ideation, then it has to go through finances, it has to go through architecture and planning, it has to go through... I mean, you would go through environmental action, like, at least in Australia, like, that sort of thing probably wouldn't happen in the first place, hopefully. Then you have to go through, you know, marketing, which is where I come in, and you'd have to go through legal, you know, well, and then you'd have to convince the public about, you know, there's all sorts of things. You're not just changing it, like, willy-nilly. And like I said, especially not when it's already 99% finished. But that's my little rant about Hoppers. I thought the designs were a lot better. of the animals. I'm not a big fan of. I mean, there were some good designs in Goat, for sure. Just some of them were just horrific. I don't know. But also the story wasn't specifically about sports, and I know nothing about any sports because I'm not a sport person. Talk to me about speedrunning and I'll be there. But when it comes to something like basketball, I don't know. Also, they had like Kynic is the guy from Hoppers confirmed. I'm the mayor from Hoppers. No, I'm Tom Lizard from Hoppers. I'm the little fucking lizard that's like, oh lo 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 lo. The little fucking dude who's like, I can't even remember how to draw him. He's like, guy. It's me. John Lizard, yeah. The guy from Fortnite. Yeah, I'm the guy from Fortnite, dude. Yeah, I gotta make more emotes because I think I still have a couple of slots left for emotes. And I also want to make some more stickers. Well, not more, just in general. I want to make some stickers because I want to sell them next year at Furdu. But I also think it would be cool to sell them like outside of Furdu as well, just on like a website or something. But I don't know how hard that will be. I'm not sure. Very nice, thank you. Yeah, I have no idea how to even set up a storefront like that, so yeah, and I don't even know if people would be interested in buying that stuff. I think it'd be cool, but I don't know. It would be great passive income though if it worked out. And also, I like making little designs, and I would love if people would be interested in supporting that and buying that. There's like a lot of TF related ones that I want to do because I feel like, especially at Furdu, there was like nothing. It's not too bad, you'd be surprised. I'm surprised folks buy my badges all the time. That's awesome. If you've got any advice for like website setup, then I would be down to listen. I don't know if you've programmed your own or if you're using something like a pre-made website design or whatever, but I've seen your website, it looks nice, so I don't know. What I'd love ultimately would just be for people to be able to go to Kynic.com and then, because I own the domain Kynic.com, like I pay for it. It's just that I haven't put anything there. So it'd be nice if they could go there and it'd be like my portfolio, all of my links, it would be my, you know, you could buy stuff, you could see like comics and stories, and it'd just be like a huge store / portfolio. And I think that would be really cool. And I could just be like, hey, go to Kynic.com. And then you go there and everything would be there. And I wouldn't have to worry about saying, you know, go to kai.nick at Linktree or whatever. The Kynic show. That'd be cool. I'd love that. Ultimately, what I'd love would be to have my own, I think I started doing a little bit of design for my own website at one point. I forgot. I think maybe I would like allow people to like support me directly through the website, and like instead of going through something like Patreon, you would just be able to subscribe like on my website to me, so that it could just be like direct bank transfer or something, so I wouldn't have to worry at all about any sort of payment processing shit. I use WordPress and Elementor for my sites and shop to be a little involved, but I dig the work personally. I would love that. To be honest, my plan eventually would be to just write it completely from scratch, just using JavaScript and Rust, and probably what do you call it? I don't remember the name of it, but it's a really nice it's a really nice visual front end that I can't remember the name of right now. And then I could put all sorts of, I could put literally anything I wanted. But yeah, maybe as a version 1, I could just use some pre-built stuff. I do have, like, very cool, would be awesome to see what you do on a site, thank you. It would be quite involved. I would love to upload my entire gallery to my own website, so I'd probably use something like S3, Amazon storage to do it. Like if you can pipe into something like S3 with WordPress and Element, like I don't know. But if you can, then I would buy like, I don't know, a terabyte of storage or something, and then I'd be able to upload all my art there. And then I could also potentially have user accounts at some point, and then have people subscribe to me directly through it instead of going through something like Patreon. And then what I could do is I could make my own form on my own website as well, so that I don't have to use something like Uform or Google Forms. I could just have my own form that would go directly to my email, which would be so much better than what I'm doing right now. It would be so much better. And then I could have, like, you know, in my email I could have, you know, if it comes from Kynic.com, it goes into a folder, and then I can just check that folder for all my forms. It would be so much better. And then I don't know if you can do auto integration with Excel and Proton Mail, but if I had some sort of API to hook into in Proton Mail, or even just in the website itself, then what I could do is I could have a computer set up in my house that automatically takes those emails and then puts them into an Excel file, so I don't even have to worry about that. But I don't have any time. I don't have any time right now. But I would really love to have something like that set up, because then I don't have to worry about trying to count my Patreon subs every time a new month happens and I don't know who's still subscribed to me. Just all do it automatically, and I wouldn't have to worry about anything, and I would just be like, yep, do the art, click it, done, send. Easy. I want to have a bunch, like, I have so many plans. If I was to ever have the time and the space to make art my full-time job, which I want more than anything in the whole world, then I feel like I could get so much efficiency set up. It'd be amazing. Telling me you need a month for your plan? You need money for your plan? I mean, for sure, I know there was definitely ways. I've done Sheets integration with some API calls and whatnot. Can't say Proton specifically, but she'll keep an eye out. I mean, I might be able to bypass Proton and just use my... I guess technically Proton is my email provider. I'm sure it would have stuff. I don't really want to do it with Sheets. I would rather do it with something like LibreOffice, but maybe I might need to go through Sheets to do it, unfortunately. I want to like not use Google for any of it. I want to do it completely like Linux and like open source. Proton is not open source, but you know, whatever. What was I gonna say? You need money for your plan? Yeah, that's right. I do. What I actually need for my plan is a guarantee that I would be able to make money out of it and be able to still pay my rent. What I'm doing at the moment is I'm trying to save up money so that I can potentially quit my job and then like try my hand at doing art full time for like a couple of months without having to worry about my rent. Because I genuinely feel like if I actually focused on it, then I would be able to do it. And I would be a lot happier. It would be a little bit more stressful for sure, because I would be relying wholly on myself to do my job, but I fucking feel like I'm doing that anyway, so whatever. Who cares? Yeah, if I get sick, I won't do work. Yeah, same dip if I'm at my job. Anyway, that's my grand plan. Maybe one day, hopefully one day. But before any of that, I am trying to get some stickers drawn so that I can sell them. That would be great. And a version 1 of everything would just be make a website, allow me to sell stuff on the website, and then make stickers for people and sell them at conventions. That would be a great first step. And also write a book. I really want to write a book. I really want to make a comic. I've been like super inspired to write a book. I've been reading Dungeon Crawler Carl, and I'm almost finished everything that's like currently available to read. And book 8 is coming out in a couple weeks, which is super convenient for me. But I'm almost finished book 7. I've been reading it like crazy. That a rock? Yeah, thank you. I'd love to write some TF prose and like actually write some stories, because I used to write all the time when I was a kid. I wrote fucking 2 books as a kid. 2 full-length books. I have written 2 books in my life. And I just haven't written since I was like 14. But when I was a kid, I literally wrote full-length fucking books. And they were kind of shitty. Like, I'm never publishing them. But they were like actual books. And I wrote them. And I finished writing them. And I don't know. I've always been too scared to go back to it, because I feel like people will see through all of the plot holes and won't enjoy them. Still, just to write that is awesome. This is true. I agree. Especially fucking the age that I was when I wrote them. I wrote one when I was 12 and I wrote one when I was 14. I don't know what fucking spice was keeping me going when I was that age, but it was like I was just going for it. And then when I turned like 15, I kind of went and tried to do art instead, like visual art. And now since then I've turned my writing skill into my drawing skill. That's more than you, and you're in a creative writing degree. I mean, I'm also fucking like majorly ADHD and autism, and I was as a kid as well, and like I did not do anything else with my life. I was like, friends? No. I write the book. Watch cartoons? Absolutely not. I write the book. Play video games? No. This is why I don't know anything. It's why when people are like, hey, do you know this game or this band or this sport? I'm like, no, I don't. Because as a kid, I didn't fucking do anything. I just sat there and wrote books and drew art. That's it. That's all I do. Me neither, and I still didn't write the book. Oh, that's real though. I don't know. We're all different. You watch cartoon and play video games? Yeah, no, I did not do that. I played some video games and I watched some cartoons every now and then, but for the most part, I was just making stuff all the time. Me reading this much is like an anomaly. Like, I haven't read this much ever in my entire life. And it's only because of like audiobooks being a thing that I finally managed to get myself to start reading things. I need to contact work real quick and tell them that I'm going to be a little while because I want to finish this stream properly and I don't want work to take it from me. Here we go. There we go. Alright. I hardly read and it infuriates everyone since I'm trying to be a writer. Yeah. Same. That was the same for me for a long time. And thankfully, I've been able to get into reading properly through listening to audiobooks. And specifically just getting recommended a really good book as well. Like, that's helped as well. Although I will say, I think last year or the year before, it was last year, I read through House of Leaves by Mark Z. Danielowski. And that was really fucking good. I enjoyed the shit out of that book. It was definitely dry at points, and it was very thick, but I had a great time reading it, and I would not take it back to the world. It was very, very good. And he's got a new book out that I really want to read called Tom's Crossing. But I'm wondering if I need to read some of his smaller novellas first, because apparently it connects to them. And he also had like he wanted to do like a 20-book series or something, and he only got like 8 of them done, and it's like related to those two or something like that. So I might need to go through and read a couple of the earlier ones before I read Tom's Crossing, just to like have some more context. Apparently you don't need it, but I always like to like get myself involved in the story if I can. Like when I finished The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, I went back and like researched The Legend of Zelda lore just so that I could figure out like how everything connected. And then they fucking shat in my face with the next game, and they were like, actually, none of that mattered, so fuck you. But usually, I get a lot out of doing stuff like that. The thing about Dungeon Crawler Carl is that I'm coming to it when it's still like being freshly minted, so like the main book is the only thing that's really out right now, or the main book series. They do have a spin-off coming out called Dungeon Crawler Carl Crocodile, which I'm very excited about because it stars an Australian guy who turns into a crocodile, which is just like, fuck yeah, let's go. So looking forward to that. That will be a graphic novel apparently. Yeah. And I also want to read Ant Kind by Charlie Kaufman. I was recommended that as well. Especially after I told someone... I know! Dungeon Crawler Carl is really good. It's got a lot of TF in it. It's also got a lot of like weird fetishy shit in it, but it's like they call it out specifically as being fetishy shit. It's really good. It's really fun. I don't want to spoil any of it. It's very good. If you're a fan of like Douglas Adams as well, Dungeon Crawler Carl is like right up that alley. It's really good. Has big, at least to me personally, it has big Douglas Adams influence. And I love Douglas Adams. Writer's very blatant and apparent fetish. I don't know if it's the writer's fetish. I think he's specifically... It's kind of hard to describe without spoiling it, but like... He's like obviously very internet aware, the writer. His name is Matt Dinnerman. I feel like he's been on the internet his whole life, because it feels like it. Or at least he understands the internet. Because it feels very much like those fetishes are being included specifically because they are popular fetishes, and like he literally calls them out as being fetishes, like in the book. He's like, yeah, these are specifically fetishes, and we're gonna make you feel really uncomfortable about it. But I really like that, and it's really interesting because I haven't really read anything. I haven't seen media that's really done that before. The internet's very... Yeah, exactly. The internet's very blatant fetishes. And, like, I'm talking, like, there's the foot fetish that's in it, and you'll... If you read it for, like, 10 chapters, you'll get the foot fetish. There's Vor that was in it as well, and they called it out. There's unbirthing as well. It's so fucking funny. Oh my god, it's so good. I don't want to spoil it. If you've read it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The TF part is actually not really a fetish. It's just in the book. It's interesting. Thanks for not spoiling this. I need to read it. Yeah, you should read it. It's very long. There's 7 books out at the moment, and the books get longer and longer. But I think if you listen to the audiobook version, it's a very easy read. The audiobook is very high quality. And the voice actor, I think his name's Jeff Hayes. The voice actor that produces and like records the audiobooks is extremely talented, and he's very good at mimicking like all sorts of different vocal pitches. Like, I forget sometimes that he's the only guy doing all the voices, and like some of the female characters just sound like women are voice acting. It's crazy. He's an extremely talented voice actor. Plus, in the later books, as they get more popular, they start adding like music and stuff into the audiobooks, and it's like, oh my god, this shit's really well done. If you're in the Dungeon Crawler Carl scene, what I'm recommending is it's like what everyone recommends. Like, just read it and do the audiobooks. But his name Jeff? Yeah, Jeff Hayes. Very common recommendation from Dungeon Crawler Carl fans, but it's because it's a good rec. The friend of mine who recommended it is actually reading the books themselves, and I think you get a lot from doing that as well, because I can see there are like stat listings and stuff throughout the book, because it's like a literary RPG where like the stats change over time, but that part's not really much of a focus. It's mostly the story, which I like, but I feel like if they list the stats in the hardcover or in the physical book, you could get something extra out of that for sure. But I'm pretty sure they just read them all out in the audiobook anyway, so like that's what I've experienced, like every chapter. Yeah, anyway, it's very good. I've been trying to recommend it to people so that I have more folks to talk about it with. Plus, I have a feeling it's going to become like I'm gonna jump in here with my theory, and I've been right on many occasions with other things that I've gotten into early, like Five Nights at Freddy's. I got into that before it was popular. I got into Dungeon Meshi before it was popular. So I feel like I know my shit. Dungeon Crawler Carl is going to become extremely popular, and it's going to hit the mainstream. I'm like convinced. And it's probably going to happen around next year when the TV show comes out, because they're making a TV show out of it. You'll try and read it over summer break. Good idea. Yeah, I'm about a year early in this prediction, but I'm predicting right now that Dungeon Crawler Carl by like mid or like late next year is going to be extremely popular. And this is coming from me who predicted that FNAF would get big, and it did. Predicted that I literally just said it. Dungeon Meshi would get popular, and that also did. So, a couple of friends were just telling me to check that out yesterday. It's gonna spread. It's gonna get very big. I'm telling you now. It's very, very good. And I definitely recommend reading it. Especially if you're a fan of TF, and if you're just a furry in general, it's a great read. There's a lot of non-human characters in it. Right. You don't really get to the non-human characters until the second book, but it's worth it, I promise. The first book is also fantastic. And I hope, with the TV show that they're making, that they cover everything, and that there's like fucking thousands of episodes, because they need to cover everything. So much happens in that, in the book. So much stuff happens. It's insane. TV show is going to be produced by Seth MacFarlane, which makes sense, honestly. That I get where that's coming from. I'm like skeptical because you've got it's got some pretty like deep cuts and some like political commentary that's pretty subtle. I mean, it gets less subtle as the books go on, but like in the first couple of books, I can see how people might be misconstrued thinking that it's actually supporting the things that it's decrying. You know, like fucking Gundam. People being like, oh, the cool stuff is happening, where it's actually trying to say that the cool stuff is bad. And I worry a little bit that somebody like Seth MacFarlane might take it the wrong way, but I don't know, we'll see. I haven't seen the Orville. Apparently that's pretty good. So, I don't know. I'm hoping that the TV show does it justice. I really do. I'm glad that it's a TV show and not movies, because you would not be able to fit all of the shit that happens in that into movies. There's just an unbelievable amount of stuff that happens. And I'm kind of curious as well, because the amount of information that gets conveyed in the books is kind of overwhelming sometimes. So I'm curious to see how they handle it.
Inside of everybody's head, inside of everybody's head, there's a hum, there's a hum, there's a never-ending hum, and no one ever seems to notice it, no one seems to notice it, you have never noticed it, never, ever, never, ever, until now.
Taking a little moment to myself to stretch.
Deep in the
Gonna have a sip.
dankest corners of the human mind, of
'Cause I
any
can.
given person that you happen to see, there is a creature, or more specifically, a critter hiding and sitting in the churning, boiling philosophical pot of self-aware chatter that we call thought.
And I just spilled some tea on my desk. Let's go.
Critter has a name, but it's different for each person. Mine is named Corey, and it looks like an armadillo.
That is a very goofy song. It is, isn't it? Subtle oddities, cheesy synth mix.
Picture your spirit in a delicatessen in the slums of the universe, open sign.
I just added the entire playlist to my music, my stream playlist. I added the entire album to my playlist. That's what I meant to say. And I haven't really listened to this music like specifically before. I just kind of knew that it was Lemon Demon and that it was copyright free, or well, it was allowed to be played on stream, I should say, as far as I know. I just added it. Still been good so far. Panic reacts to Lemon Demon. I feel like I'm a boring reactor. This is why I don't do reaction stuff. Because I'm just like, yeah, it's interesting. Panic reacts to Lemon Demon. It would be like this. Panic reacting to Lemon Demon would be like, yeah, pretty cool, I guess. Hyper-realistic kind of. Yeah, this is a horrible drawing of myself. Heinekif dog? No. No, we're getting rid of it. Getting rid of it. This would be me if I was a dog. I'd be like this. That would be me as a dog. These are some great drawings that I'm doing, by the way. I'm really Is that the sloth from Ice Age? Front-facing bold? Yeah. No, I'm really adding to the world when I draw those. I'm really adding some artistic relevance to the world when I draw that shit. Front facing, yeah. Let's do that. My life is certainly better for having seen that. Are you sure? Are you sure you're not concussed for having seen that? I feel like I've broken your mind. And now that you don't understand the difference between good and evil anymore. You're very easy to please. Thank you, I'm glad. I feel like this, I don't want to make it too round like this flower is, but I also don't like how thin the face is in this. Maybe the eyes are too close to... No. I don't know. Something about this that I don't like. Maybe her mouth is too big? I'm not sure. Oh well. Something to pick up in a future drawing, I'm sure. This is one of the things that helps me get through finishing art, is that yes, I can see that there are problems with specifically this panel here, and maybe some the anatomy here is kind of average. I could be doing a more interesting pose, but very good shading, thank you. But one of the things that helps me finish drawings is yeah, this one's like this, but I'll improve with the next one. Or I won't, and I'll just do another one after that. And that helps me finish my art. If I try to be perfectionist, which I did try to in the very beginning when I started, and I still have issues with it now, but I am a lot better at pulling myself out for it and stopping, is to just understand that not every piece is going to be perfect, and I will get to improve over time by doing more pieces of art instead of sticking with the same one forever. And that helps you finish. And maybe that's not for everybody. Maybe people, I understand if you want every piece to be a masterpiece. I don't want to stop you. Obviously you're passionate, and that's fine. But if you're someone like me who likes getting things finished, then I often find it way easier to just finish something and move on to the next one. Nice 8-bit shanty. Yeah, it's a good one. I think this is from... Also, it's not 8-bit at all. It's just using... I don't know what the instrument is, can't remember. It might be a synth. Oh, the music has stopped working. That's interesting. Let's try refreshing this. Interesting. Okay, cool. I don't know why that's happened. I wonder if I can restart it.
Almost alone, curled up in a ball with a tin can phone
Oh, there we go. Yeah, weird. Well, I don't know how long that's been going. Sorry about that. Didn't realize that the music thing had been broken. Is the weird. I think I just needed to make that smaller. See that? Yeah. Ah, well.
That is until tonight when you turn out the light.
Okay. Alright. Let's turn that off. Look at that. Looking good. Ugh. Oh, you know what this needs? To look deeper, it needs these lines to go further. Yeah. Something like that. We'd figure it out. Looking a little better. It's not as good as this, but that's okay. Let's make it maybe less round, actually. Yeah, me being a perfectionist when I said it's okay not to be. Yeah, I do think that looks a little better. I'll keep the bottom one the way it was. Maybe do that. No, I don't like it anymore. I don't like it anymore. That process must feel wonderful. I don't know. This one's a little cursed. I would hope it would. Dream. First time chatter. Trying to figure out how to get this curve represented in my... Difficult. I kind of nailed it first try with the other flower, mostly because I was tracing it. That is a lot more difficult. Maybe we do that, and then what we do is shave up the top of these a little bit. Just making a joke because of the name Mario Wonder. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Gotta go start making dinner. Thanks for streaming. Have a good one. Thank you for hanging out. It's been a great time. Okay. Let's line up. I can combine that with this now. Merge. And then I can do some dialogue. Let's make it a fun font. Something playful. Oh wow, I don't have any fonts installed. Make it Sigoprit. This is so small. So I don't remember the exact quote, and what I'm thinking is I might go and get the flower, and then I might play the voice clips until it like plays the one that I'm thinking of. So I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go and get it. I'm gonna like press the button until it makes the sound that I want it to make, and then I'll get the actual voice clip. 1 second. Alright, I've got it. Let's see if it goes through.
Sells seashells by the seashore.
Yeah, it's working. Uh-huh. Okay, next one.
For scissors. Go.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Pressing his buttons.
Weather for a nap, huh?
Sure thing, man.
They say the ocean tastes like tears.
See why this guy's fucking creepy?
It was so exciting. Have you had lunch yet?
Hey, Yap. Welcome to the stream. What's going on? Well, I'm just making... Yeah. You're scared of that flower? Yeah. I'm trying to find the exact quote that I'm, like, referencing in this drawing, and I want to get it, like, perfect, which is why I'm going through his voice lines trying to figure it out.
Great. So exciting.
He's just lol XD random? I know, right?
It's gonna be all right. To take things slow.
I like how my little PNG tuber. Yeah, they say the ocean tastes like tears. We literally just got that one. My PNG tuber is moving with it and it looks really funny.
Feeling pretty great.
No.
What's up? Did you know the plant?
Yes, I did.
They say the ocean
Yeah, we got that one.
perfect weather for a nap, huh? Have you had lunch yet?
No.
Perfect weather for a nap, huh? Ooh, so exciting. Have you had lunch yet? Feeling pretty great. They say the ocean.
Maybe he only has like a certain amount of voice lines for each time of the day. Because he's only saying like a couple of things. Okay, I've changed the time. Let's try again.
You had lunch yet? Bowser and his buds can't get us here, right?
Okay, yeah, it is new stuff. I'm gonna change the hour every couple of times I press the button.
Say the ocean tastes like.
Oh my god.
Kinda look alike, huh?
There it is. We kinda look alike, huh? That's the one. We kinda look alike, huh? Found it. Okay, I'm glad that didn't take too long. Yeah, twinning be like. Pressing shift enter. Okay. Okay, now time for me to do some other dialogue. Let's change this to a different one. That's a nice one. I don't like the... I want it to be like... Yeah. It happens to me every weekend. Stop pressing Shift Enter. Okay. Put the dialogue in. There we go. Easy dialogue. All right. Oops. Yeah. That looks really gross. I'm not doing Dialog boxes can be really easy or really hard, and I don't really know how to achieve a middle ground. I don't know why it's like that for me. No, I need more space. That doesn't look good. I need more horizontal space, and I really don't want it, but I'm gonna... Actually... A bit... I'm gonna do more horizontal space. I'm gonna do this. Looked up Dungeon Crawler Carl. One of the first results was a Reddit post titled "Incredibly Disappointed with Dungeon Crawler Carl." That's the internet for you. I think it's fantastic. I don't know what they're talking about. I'm still recommending it. Seems my local library back home probably doesn't have a physical copy of the book. Yeah, it's pretty niche at the moment, but trust me, it won't be. Thanks for following, by the way. Yep, I really appreciate the follow. I hope that it's worth it. As I'm getting the audiobook experience you recommended, I do still recommend that. Satchel, thank you for following as well. My goodness. My goodness! We reached the arbitrary followers goal that Twitch put on me. That's awesome. Thank you. I hope that you all continue to enjoy what I do. This weird cursed shit that I make. We beat Twitch, everyone! Let's go! We did it! Twitch is dead! We did it! We killed it! Twitch has been defeated. Finally. Took long enough. We make the rules now. What I want. I want lesser. Move this one down a bit too. There we go.
I want to meet potential architects all night. I want to purchase urban real estate all night. I want to study local zoning laws all night. I want to calculate construction costs all night. I have a vision
Here we go.
of a man-made object. I have the money.
Wrong one.
I
There we go, and move that into the middle. Yeah, that's alright. We make the rules now. That's correct! It's just us! We make the fucking rules. I don't like this. I want to adjust it. Yeah, that's better. When this was a zombie Sunflower versus Wonderflower, would it be a matchup I'd pay to see? I think Wonderflower would win. Twitch is telling you to die with your 350 yips. I mean, you know, you can proc it and see what happens. They do nothing, just stand next to each other with the Wonderflower talking and the Sunflower just producing something. Oh, it died. Sorry. That's happened. Damn, you died. Twitch, what have you done? I should have one that's like stream died. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna copy, paste, edit, appearance. And I'm going to do screen guide. So then I have this one. I save that. And I have this one. Save, and then put that there. Edit commands. I don't know if I can change the color. Oh, I can. I can change the color. Okay, one sec. I'm like so interested in doing this now. Yeah. Save. Yes. There we go. There we go. Now I can run that just in case the stream ever dies. Panic just really wants to kill stream guys. Yeah, I know. Sorry. I've still got to set up my stream deck. I've literally got an unopened stream deck that I got for my birthday, like, sitting there, that I still haven't done anything with, but I haven't had time to set up yet. I've got a... Now, I can do this. There we go. This and this and this. Oh, Jesus, the fucking flower. The flower said, just started talking to me. Oh, I'm gonna move it back in my room in a second. That freaked me the fuck out. Okay. wanted... I think it's starting to rain outside. Wow, that's very orange. I'm going to put the flower back. And then I'm going to go to the... Gonna go have a short break. I'm gonna go pierce. I'll be right back again. Why am I like a dragon hoarding treasure? I'm so curious to know what that means. It is raining. I've opened my window in the office. So nice. Did I ever say that for the first 3 years that I lived in this house? Wait, 3, 4, yeah. For the first 2.5-ish years. Oh, the Steam Deck. The Stream Deck. Yeah. No, I have a Steam Deck and that's open. That's out in the open. I've been playing that for years. No, when I first moved into this house, and for about 2.5 years, I didn't know that the window in the office could open. It's a very bizarre window that has a very bizarre latch, and when I moved in, I couldn't open it, and I asked the guy that sold you know how you have like an inspection before you go and rent a house. I asked the guy that was running the inspection. I was like, "Hey, how do you open this window?" And he's like, "Oh no, you can't." And I was like, "What?" I'm like, "Why can't you open this window?" And he's like, "Oh, the owner just said that you can't open that window. Shouldn't be allowed to open it." And I was like, "Oh, all right." So for 2.5-ish years, I was sitting in this office muggy as fuck because I was like, "Well, I guess I can't open the window," and so I always like had convoluted setups to get the airflow out of the rest of the house. Sorry, from the rest of the house out into this room. It was like out of the way of everything. Like wires leading fans to fucking... it was awful. And then the actual, the guy who is actually renting the house to me came for an inspection a couple of months ago. And he was like, my partner, Grub, was like, "Hey, why can't we open the window in this room? Like, we should be able to open this window." And he's like, "Oh, you can." And he like unlatches the thing and then opens it. And we were like, fuck. And we told him like, "Hey, the guy that we did the inspection with said that we weren't allowed to open the window." And he was like, "Oh, no, I don't know where he got that from." Most evil lie ever told. Yeah. I was like, fuck, dude. I've been living in squalor for the last like 2.5 years, not being able to open this damn window. Turns out it was fine the entire time. I was so happy though when we were finally able to open it. We had saved up and we got a new refrigerator, and then I was also opened this window at like around the same time. And we really needed the new fridge as well, because I had like a one-person fridge that both of us were using for ages. And it was always cramped in there. And then finally we got this 2-person fridge, and I was able to open this window. I felt like fucking royalty. And I still do. I was like, I am a fucking queen right now. Shows you how much of a fucking adult I am that things like a fridge and a window opening are like the best things that have happened in my life. Yeah. Joking. They are pretty amazing. I was very happy when this happened. Do the red shirt. I feel like I haven't done the red shirt in a while. I'm wearing a black shirt right now, but I don't like making black clothes because it just doesn't work with my line art. It always covers everything up, makes it look all muddy. Good fridge and window make you appreciate life. They really do. Just the smallest conveniences, like having a bigger fridge and being able to open a window. They're really nice. God, I haven't used this color in a while. Classic Kynic color. And a desaturated blue. I used to use this one a lot. Imagine having skin-colored socks. You just walk around the house with like socks that are the same color as your skin. What kind of fucking disgusting pervert would do that? It's cursed, yeah. Like, yeah, you go to like a friend's house. Yeah, I'll take my shoes off. You have fucking skin-colored socks. Just looks like an extension of your legs. I want to do that now. That'd be insane. I don't know whether I want to make this shine pure white or not. I think I'm gonna leave it pure white. But it's actually painted on to the eyes, which would technically make it not pure white, and the eyes have a diffuse paint on them. Whatever. Yeah, that's cursed. I love it. Alright.
Laugh. Scream. Wind. Ghosts.
Okie dokie. Done that. Now we go
Creaky door.
here.
Amputation.
That's cursed? Yeah, that's what I want people to say. I want people to look at this drawing and I want them to say, what the fuck is wrong with you? I want them to go, are you okay? Do you need help? Are you going to therapy? Is there something I can do? And I'll look at them and be like, I'm fine. And I'll walk away. That's the sort of art that I want to make. Like Uzumaki. That fucking spiral shit. What's his name? The guy who wrote Uzumaki and is like really cool and it inspires me a lot. What the fuck is his name? God damn it, I can't remember his damn name. We need to have a psychologist to live react to this. That'd be great. Junji Ito, that's right. I want to be like Junji Ito, and like people are like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And then they like actually talk to me, and I'm like the most normal person on earth. I don't know if you've ever seen an interview with Junji Ito. He's like completely normal, and it's really funny. He's so jolly too. Yeah. Like, who are you? Like, what the fuck? Inspiration. What are we doing now? Perfect, perfect, perfect. It's gonna look even more cursed for a while because it's still got the skin tone on it. It's gonna look really fucked up. This is my Demi fucking Mario flower. Absolutely cursed. Flesh flower. Oh, that's horrific. Okay. Yeah, before I do any of the TF layers, I am going to color the flower. And I'm just going to kind of slightly match stuff. I don't really want to match it too closely. That's pretty close. Yeah. Like more of a yellow here. Be less saturated. Yeah. Not bad, not bad. But I thought I was coloring on the line art layer for a second, freaked myself out. And this green is kind of playful colors. All TFs to Demi before you add the colors truly must be your favorite moment. You know it. You know that I love that shit. That is way too saturated. You know that I love it. Definitely my favorite. I love even more when people think that I am telling the truth when I say that. Really my favorite time. Okay, it does need to be more yellow. That'll do. That's enough.
How it thought brass was the height of style. Now it's got something of a steampunk smile, and it's alright. It's alright.
This is Kynic plays matching colors today. Let me go a bit more green. How does that look? Hey, not too bad. Oops. Expect that to happen. What is the base? The base. Just a darker one. Yeah, easy. Easy peasy.
Mason got Frankenstein stitches installed adjacent to her eyes cause she wants to look mauled and it's alright.
It's alright, it's alright.
Okay.
Johnny stuck 20 gauge nails through his feet. Donnie stuck 40 if only to compete and it's alright.
Well, I guess I'll just change this.
Stan tried to scarify his neck with a rope. His plan kinda failed, but it would have been dope. And it's
All right.
It's alright, it's alright.
Oh, this is creepy. Okay, I'm gonna add another color layer and then do like a gradient down to the brown. So that's kind of, it's like a darkish, it's more red, yeah. And we're gonna do this. No, it's more red than that. Yeah, that's darker. We do that, and then we're gonna take this. Actually, I'm gonna do something even better. We're gonna take this. I'm gonna make a new gradient. We're going to expand, cancel, duplicate. We're gonna have flower gradient, and then we're gonna edit the flower gradient. Okay, we'll do that. And we'll add another one. Over here, our color is going to be change our drawing color to this, and then we can edit the actual gradient based on, how do I edit this again? Yeah, we have the main drawing color and then change the mixing rate. No, maybe not. We can have sub drawing color. Yeah, let's do that. And then, yeah. So our main drawing color will be this, but it'll be a little bit darker. And the sub drawing color will be like this. So then we can do this. Hey, not too bad. Then we take our soft eraser, do the first pass, this. And then the hard one. Soft one once more. Take the brush. A little bit more involved than I want it to be. Eh. You know what? That's fine. That is terrific. Okay. Now that that monstrosity is done, we will go to here and here and do that. Right. Oh, that makes sense. I was like, why is that on the wrong layer? But no, it's fine. I want it to blend, but not this much. The tongue will not blend. The mouth will. We'll go in that far. And then we'll take our flour gradient and only do it in the mouth. Do this. There we go. There we go. I love doing this part. It's so satisfying. See it all blend together.
Market town, what a doozy walking round with all these putrid people everywhere. You've gotta buy this. Screams a whiskey stinking vermin vendor holding up a rotten pear. But I hold on to my dollar, looking all around me. In this place I hide my face, but dirty people hound me. Market Street, I could use a bite to eat, but I don't want to buy a whole raw fish. No, no, not a blanket. Yes, it's lovely, but I'm hungry, and that's really not my favorite dish. So I hold on to my moolah, my Mazuma money. There's no trash that's worth my cash, it all just smells too funny. In Market Land, you can buy what's in demand. 15
Yes,
years
very good, very
ago,
good.
wow. In
Ugh.
Market Land, world is in your hands. I'd go
Ugh. See, this is me running out of like talking energy, finding it more difficult to figure out what to say. But I hope that this is still an entertaining stream.
I'm going insane. Oh, there's an urchin hawking
Okay, we're doing this up.
15 years ago, wow. In Marketland, world is in your hands. I'd go wash it off now.
Nice. Okay. Undemification, exactly. That's the process right now. It's very important. Otherwise, it will be cursed. Otherwise, the art will be cursed. We don't want that. We don't want that. Beautiful. I will say though, this is exactly the sort of stuff I love drawing. Like, I know that it can freak people out a little bit. But I really love doing this stuff. It's just so fun. Then this one is basically the same as this one. I wonder if I can, I'm wondering if I can cheat a little bit and just take the color from this and paste it onto the other one. No, that makes sense. Something different layout. Well, okay, well maybe we can still do it. One second. Why is my B button not working? You really looked at the Wonder Flower and said, how can I make this eerie flower even more eerie? Hey, I just do what my brain asks. That's all that I do. My brain was like, hey, you know what would be really... You know what would give you a lot of dopamine right now? And I was like, yeah, you're right. I'll listen to that. And then I do it. It is an evil, fucked up flower. That's why we love it. Sorry, Ben. You don't know that, Jeremy. Yeah. This will need a little bit of blending. That's okay. We can do that. We have the technology. Oops. here. Easy. And then do this. What fucking music is this? God.
If you were not busy right now, close your eyes and spin in your chair. Everything's moving when you stop and look out. It won't stay still no matter where you stare.
There we go. Whoa. Yeah! Yeah, it's so fucked up, I love it. Ugh. Alright.
This is hardly my cup of tea. It could be a problem if I try to stand up. I'm so sorry that I made you join me. Still, I promise that I won't throw up, no.
This, how big this paragraph space is. I'm actually gonna delete that and make it.
We're staggering, wobbly, dizzy, confused little people spinning round and round and round. We're wobbly, staggering, dizzy, confused little people spinning round and round. This is kind of addicting now. All the fun ways that we can roam. Oops, I almost just fell
Oops, that's
down
two.
the stairs, which is kind of hard to do in a one-story home now.
There we go. I love this evil fucked up flower. Let's do some
Imagine if everybody in the whole wide world felt just like this.
drool
Why
coloration.
ever envision a universe joined hand in hand
So we
and
want to
visible
screen my own with some blue.
I've heard that falling in love feels
And
a bit
then
like this. Well,
we'll do
maybe
some
not quite, but
shading.
maybe it makes you feel nauseous at first, and once you get the hang of it, it feels
Oops, that is a 3D layer. We don't want
alright.
that. Oh, vector layer.
Wobbly, dizzy,
I
confused
didn't know you could do vector layers. I'm gonna have to look into that.
We're wobbly, staggering, dizzy, confused little people spinning round and round. We're staggering, wobbly, dizzy, confused little people spinning round and round and round. We're wobbly, staggering, dizzy, confused little people spinning round and round.
I like the red shading I'm doing for this. It's very evil. Yeah, nice. Now I'm doing something a little bit different with my highlights these days, and I'm going to try and match it again. I will I'll make them a little bit thicker, and a little bit lower. Let's see if I can achieve it again. Especially on the plastic bits. I might change the saturation of the background a little bit. That's not what I want. Yeah, something more like that. That's better. That's even better. Yeah, I'm leaving it like that. All right. That's better. Ah. Actually, I can just do this raw. Yeah. That's not what I want. There we go. Then I'm gonna blend. I should also make the background of these circles a little different. Speed running Mario. I like that. That's about. Yeah, I like this. guess I could do a little bit more work on the background just to make it more interesting. I think I had... Could do a little grass patch. Little grass. The grasses. Little grease. Little grass. Paint some grass in. Like this. And then I'll be like... Alabunga. There we go, that's what I was looking for. And I can do the same thing up here. That makes sense. Yeah. That does make sense. Let's not fuck with that actually. I don't care about it that much. Let's delete those. Yeah, let's just leave it. That looks fine. This is fucked. This is fucked up. I love it. I really, really like this drawing. So I want to add 2 lines to the line art. Put them in there before. There we go. Beautiful. Spectacular. Ah. We've done it. Not perfect, but that's the point of trying to get something done without spending too much time trying to perfect it. So, yeah. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you had a good time watching. I'm pretty much done for the day. I will be back tomorrow for another one. Another streamy weenie. I don't know what I'll be doing, but I'm sure it'll be something fun. And yeah, that's what we've got. I'm gonna raid into Ompico. He's around. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Thank you for joining me. If you want to see me draw more often, if you want to see me If you want to see more of my art, then please go to my Patreon or my Fair Affinity or my Blue Sky. Look up Kynic on any of those and you'll find me. On Pico stream follow up as well. Crazy. I know. Yeah. Enjoy. And you should Kobold raid into with these ones. Wait, let me just type it in. Okay, there we go. And I'll see you there. Enjoy, have a good time. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.